I don't care if it's spring. We've got an issue to get out. I want all you people on this law review to shape up. Start, wake up. Take naps on your own time. Anderson, there's a note on your desk to be proofed. Let's go. My Slesky, where are the pages? Come on, heads up. Gately, finito.
I feel someone breathing down my neck.
You're almost done. Good. Look, here's a slip opinion on the new federal tax case. I want research and a rough draft by the end of next week.
Some reward for speedy work, Golden.
Hang me in effigies. I just get it done. Well, look at this. Rita Harriman has made a mistake. Enough, folks.
The preferred spelling for judgment is with no E.
Miss Slesky, get back in here. You're not finished, my Slesky. The article's on your desk. But it's not proofed yet.
Come on, Golden, give me a break. It's a beautiful day outside.
You do not know that for a fact, my Slesky. Do you think it is any accident that there are no windows in this place? Here.
No. But you know, there's a crack in the door. I can see the light. I can smell the fresh air. It's spring. Come on, Golden, let me out of here.
Okay, where's Hart? How did he get out of here?
I heard on the news that the sun came out for the first time today.
Not you, Harriman. You are a role model here.
We've been down here so long, we're going to forget what daylight looks like.
I am interested that only one thing see the light of day, and that is this issue. I am now going to see Kingsfield. Nobody moves! Look, you are all adults. You will therefore stay down here and finish your work. I will be back shortly. Thank you. Hart, what are you doing out here? There are site checks that need to be done.
Golden, you are a madman. I'm on a 10-minute break.
10 minutes, Hart. You could have proofed 11 pages. Site check, 3 footnotes. You could have started a note on liability and hospital malpractice.
Golden, for God's sakes, look around you. Flowers, leaves, seeing their first few days of life. Lovers, renewal. Life, Golden. Life outside law review.
Hart, I am on my way to see Kingsfield. If he likes the note, I am going to show him to me that's life.
You've lost your humanity, Golden.
Hart, get back into the law review.
Adequate, Mr. Golden, adequate. Still, the note could have probed more deeply into the variations of unfair competition law from state to state.
I already have Harriman working on it, sir. And we're exploring unfair competition law within the English Commonwealth. It's going to push us to the wall for the deadline, but I assure you that...
I'm sure you have the situation well under control, Mr. Golden, as usual.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Professor Kingsfield, do you find that this time of year is particularly difficult? I mean, it's springtime, and students tend to lose their initiative. They get restless.
I do not gauge my expectations of students' achievements by the seasons of the year, Mr. Golden. Neither should you.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Golden.
Yes, sir.
This school has weathered many a spring. And never has a law review issue been late. I trust it will not be late this spring.
Hey, what is this? I brought you 6 rounds of beer. Hey, if you're too drunk to figure 50
15%, I'll do it for you. Gracias.
Let's go put some money on this, Harriman. That's 2 out of 3.
You're on.
I mean, you can't be good at everything. You've got beauty and brains, but can you play darts? Damn it, Harriman.
Watch this. Merger.
Excuse me?
Merger. That's when two parties come together? I guess you haven't gotten up to that chapter.
It's interesting that you feel that two parties can come together. But if you take a nihilistic tack where all basis for knowledge and truth are denied, how can people find common ground if there are no such things as truths that people can share?
Excuse me?
I just wrote a paper on nihilistic thought for my philosophy seminar.
That's interesting. Nice talking to you. Philosophy major. The guy's got no future.
Lilac. You smell that, Golden? Smells like spring.
I try not to breathe this time of year. My allergies. Let's keep moving.
Who's he? He is a swimmer from Dartmouth. I think his name's Tom somebody. He majors in English, just passing grades, but a gorgeous body. Gorgeous.
Yeah, Miss Golden. Let me have it. Hold still. Now, keep that in there and leave it there. Wow, this is a hell of a time.
What do you think of those two? Law students, I'd stake my life on it. How can you be sure? Notice the wire-rimmed glasses, the 60s haircut. A liberal, socially conscious. The other one just needs help.
You think so? I don't know. I think he's kind of cute. Looks like a big teddy bear.
Hey, Golden! Golden! Oh, hey, Golden! You really insist outside of law. Come on, Golden. You go there! Come on, sit down over here. Let me have 2 beers. Oh. You having fun, Golden? It's good to get out of that RV, huh?
To tell you the truth, Hart, it has no effect on me. Anxiety is my only vestigial feeling.
You've been hitting the bullseye all night.
Hitting a different one this time.
I bet your name's Golden.
Yeah. And what's your name?
I'm Iris Nolan.
Hi, James Hart.
Hi. This is Kathleen McCauley.
This is Golden.
Hi.
James Hart.
Hi. It's Soloway. Nobody's sitting here, right?
No. Well, what if somebody wants to join me?
Well, when the time comes, Soloway, I'll find you a chair.
Oh, I wanted to order a burger.
Give it about 15 seconds.
There he goes.
Well, every top guy in this law school wants to go out with Harriman. Why would you want to go out with a jock?
I grew up in New Hampshire. I still live there. I'm going to school there. I'm on spring break.
Good place to ski.
Oh, yes. It's a great place to ski. Do you ski?
Nah.
Well, you know, it's not too late to learn. I mean, if you ever come to New
My
Hampshire...
sled? Oh, sorry. Slesky.
Look at
You can see it on the rough draft. Just elaborate on the minority opinion.
Which one?
Which one? It's the Walsner article, okay? Yes.
Didn't I do it?
No, you did not do
You're
it.
really a bastard, Golden.
Finally, somebody told it like it is. Hey, you really know how to charm them, Golden.
Hey, just take care of what I said, okay? Hey, wait up.
Well, let's do down. I tell you, something in the water.
Look, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Would you just hold on a second? I'm sorry.
Fine.
Look, I go to this school and I get a terrific education, but manners are a low priority in the curriculum.
Take it as an elective.
Look, I'm not a bad guy, really. I read sensitive novels. Of course, I don't have much time for that kind of thing anymore. I have a workload that would kill an elephant. So what do? I do 10 things at one time. So when I saw Ms. Lesky, I got carried away. Look, I can take your blouse to the dry cleaners if you want. I better write myself a note, though. I'll forget to drop it off, and then I'll forget to pick it up, and then where am I going to be?
Slow down.
Are you always like this?
Yes.
What do your friends say?
I don't have friends, just editors. Can I walk with you for a while? We can talk. See? We're talking. Not bad, huh?
Not bad.
New Hampshire?
Yeah.
Take a second.
Cheerful down here.
Yeah, I suppose it could use a fresh coat of paint, but it's functional.
So, the Law Review, is that like the school newspaper?
Not exactly. Actually, it's a book. It comes out every month on time.
So if you're the president, does that mean the whole thing's up to you?
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Well, what happens? I mean, people must get behind. What do you do?
Well, either I assign the project to somebody else, or I light a fire under his or her butt.
What do you do? Come down here and yell at everyone?
Yeah, more or less.
Golden, show me what you do. Let's say I'm one of your editors and I'm 3 days behind. What would you do?
Sure. Well, you're behind, and that makes me nervous. And this note has to get done. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Golden, I got worse treatment than that at the bar. Come on, give it to me. Show me what you do. Come on. I'm curious.
You do it?
Come on, yeah, do it. Give it to me.
I mean, like you're on the Law Review.
Yeah.
Macaulay, if that site check isn't on my desk, it is your life. How am I doing?
Great.
Hart, Miss Lesky's in the hospital with stomach cramps. He's sedated. Look, you've got to take over the prelim on the proposed water rights case. This is not a debate, Hart. Take your time, stay up all night, and give it to me in the morning. The phone. Oh, no problem, sir. The galleys will be ready by tomorrow noon. No problem, Professor Kingsfield. Okay. Okay, nobody leaves tonight. It's going to be on Kingsfield's desk by tomorrow noon. We're cutting ourselves off from humanity. Life, as you know, it is just a memory, okay?
That's how you talk to people?
Yeah.
I got us lucky.
Well, anyway, that's what I do.
I don't envy you, Golden.
Yeah, I guess I am the campus heavy. But you know something? I wouldn't trade it in. Any of it. I am so proud of this. I'm the president of the Law Review. Last year, when I was elected, it was unbelievable. I mean, people believed in me. They voted I could do this job. And I do. I never told that to anyone before.
You know, you're not such a bad guy, Golden. Rude, maybe. Will you want me home? I'm staying with Iris and her family. I can't get back too late.
Sure. Is your blouse dry?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, great.
Wait a minute. You know what time it is? Soloway, you creep. You woke everybody up. What is it, some kind of sinus condition? What exactly was it that you heard? You, Soloway, yelling in the middle of the night. You going psychotic on me?
I have been sleeping. There is no reason to accuse me of anything.
Okay, show's over. Everybody go back to sleep. This guy's crazy.
Whoa.
Hey, put those hips into it.
My hips are into it. It isn't helping.
Yes, it is. You're doing fine.
Iris, a turn. What do we do?
Lean to the left.
Lean to the left.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Wonderful.
Iris, you're a good teacher.
Yeah, I'm going to let go now.
Oh, out of the question. You can't let go.
Okay.
Part of the Iris, don't let go. Iris. Wait a minute, Iris. We have to turn around. Just a second.
No, you're fine.
Iris, we've got to turn around.
This says lawyers can't skate.
Good afternoon, Professor.
First time I've seen her with circles under her eyes.
She's exhausted. Can't blame the girl. You know who she was out with last night.
The jock. I don't understand it. Maybe I should have gotten into tennis.
Hart, where's the corrected galley? I'm on my way to see Kingsfield.
Hey, Golden, give me a chance to breathe. Tell me about last night.
No, you made me spend 4 hours away from this place, and now I'm another day behind schedule. And speaking of schedules, Hart, have you finished the page proof on the computer piracy case?
Golden.
Kathleen, we said we'd get together, but I can't right now.
Just a cup of coffee?
Okay, Kingsfield. I can tell from the ring. Excuse me. Golden. Oh, no, sir. We're all caught up. No problem. The page proofs will be finished. Yes. You will see it, Professor. By tomorrow at 2. Goodbye, sir. If any of you are thinking of leaving this afternoon, forget it. You'll catch up on your classes on your own time. Right now, we have 22 hours and 14 minutes to do 3 days' work.
Yet another example of daily life at Marquis de Sade View.
Unnecessary, Stott. You have just lost 5 precious seconds. Now move it.
Golden? Look, just tell me, am I wasting my time?
It's great that you stopped by, but I can't handle it right now.
Okay, Golden.
Look, I'm sorry, Kathleen. How about later at 4? No, 5. Make it 5. We'll meet right here. We'll have dinner. Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Okay. I'll see you then.
Okay.
Trucking?
Yeah, her father's a trucker.
What do you talk about? Diesel fumes?
Actually, it's rather delightful to talk about something other than the law.
James, listen to me carefully. How shall I put this? Being as attractive and wealthy as I am, I have been made aware, sometimes painfully, of some women's ulterior motives.
No, Ford, you're starting to sound awfully mercenary and callous.
Just a warning. As your friend, I'd hate to see you leave yourself open for disappointment.
Ah, thanks. I'll have to remember that.
Hope you don't mind being here.
No, not at all. I'm grateful your editors aren't eating with us. You think we're close enough to the law review?
How's your burger?
Fine.
Actually, it's cold and greasy. That's how we eat them down here. Late at night, the indigestion helps keep us awake.
Here.
Thanks.
On the drink.
Listen, my sister, when you go back down, tell Harriman the priority is the final page proof on the Burton article. I'll be back down in 20 minutes. Will your site check be done?
It'll be done.
You love what you do, Golden. How come you don't look happy?
I'm ecstatic. I've got a knot in my stomach because I'm 2 days behind schedule at the law review. But everything will work out come hell or high water, and I'll still maintain my 3.94 average. Why, don't I look happy?
At least you know you're sick. You got a nice smile, Golden. I like the way your eyes crinkle.
Thank you.
You're sweet. You're a sweet man, Golden.
Nice job, Stock. Just fixed the typo and she's ready for galley.
You gotta put a stop to this. Yeah, we gotta get some sleep. I've got an 8 o'clock class. You gotta talk to him.
All right, I'm gonna take care of it. Everybody go back to bed.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep.
Well, take care of it then, Bill.
Good night. Pleasant dreams. Sweet.
I'm not getting any sleep anymore.
Oh, boy. You and I are going to talk. Soloway, we're going to have a goddamn revolution if you don't knock it off.
I admit nothing.
You can trust me. I'm your dorm advisor. You can tell me anything.
I'm afraid you'll think I'm mentally ill.
Soloway, I'm already there. You got nothing to lose.
I dreamed I was climbing a mountain. It was dusk, a bright red sky. I was climbing with my bare hands. I could feel the jagged rocks, inch by inch, struggling. I was struggling, Belle, all the way up the mountain, endless. And while this was going on, Kingsfield was behind me, kicking me in the ass. I finally reached a plateau, and silhouetted against the sunset was an elevator. I have never felt so alone. Suddenly, I was filled with a tremendous yearning for human contact. I was overwhelmed by the bleakness of my life. I screamed into the vast, empty space around me.
Hart, have you seen volume 150 of the U.S. reports?
No.
I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got to finish a site check by this afternoon, or I won't be able to go out tonight.
Out? Wait, with Kathleen?
Yeah.
On a real date? I mean, outside of law review?
A movie.
A movie? Oh, that is terrific. Golden, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Kingsfield wants a sub-site check by tomorrow. I'll just call her. We'll talk on the phone. Maybe, just maybe, that'll be enough.
Hey, calm down, calm down. Listen, you go on that date, and if you don't get it finished, I'll finish it for you tonight.
No. I don't feel good about that. It's my responsibility. I can't risk missing a deadline for a relationship that may not even work out.
I will do the work for you. I mean, I'll stay here. I'll babysit the law review for you if it'll make you feel better.
Hi, Ford.
Sorry, Iris, your playmate isn't home.
I know, I saw him at the law review. He looked sick. Apparently there was some kind of catastrophe.
Come on in.
You know, I said to myself when I got stood up, Iris, you spend 2.5 hours putting on your makeup and getting dressed. You look terrific.
Yes, you look very nice.
Thank you. So I said, Iris, you have 2 tickets to A Midsummer Night's Dream and no date. So I said, am I going to let this get in my way? No way, Jose.
Bilingual.
So I thought, Ford, there's a nice guy. If he's not doing anything tonight, maybe he'll join me. What do you say? Do you have a car?
Yes, I do.
What kind of a car? The Maltese Falcon.
I hate mysteries. I can always see the holes in the plots.
Seen this one. Thanks. Oh, I've seen this one, too.
I think I should call the law review. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
Golden, come here. Come here. You put your most competent person in charge. You delegated the authority. You can go to the movies for tours. The world's not going to come to an end.
You're right. You're right. I have to learn to turn it off. I just can't help it, though. I worry.
Oh, what about a comedy? Golden, you're compulsing again. What is this, genetic?
You know, you're right. You know, I never thought about it before. But you're right. My mother is compulsive. She's a terrible compulsive cleaner. Even so, she covers everything with plastic. Then she cleans the plastic. Then she cleans underneath the plastic. I mean, it's nuts. I'm not like that. Am I?
No.
We even used to have plastic runners in the house until my father slipped and broke his pelvis.
I'm sorry. Is he all right?
Oh, he's fine. It happened years ago.
You know, we had 6 kids in our family. My mother didn't have much chance to worry about dust.
Guess my being an only child had a lot to do with it. She still sends me homemade bagels, all wrapped up in little plastic bags. Nice.
Your parents must be very proud of you.
I think if we're going to go to the movie, we should go now.
I think I'd rather stay here.
Me too.
Very, very interesting. In fact, I've been privileged to witness some enchanting scenes on this campus this spring semester. I've seen picnics. I've seen students guzzling, sunning themselves. I've also seen students who had enough time to go roller skating in the afternoon. Finally, I've seen students with leisure permits them to launch origami aircraft in the airspace of the Law Review. I congratulate you all on having your studies so well under control that you're able to luxuriate in these carefree and recreational activities. Those of you who obviously have time to fill will be overjoyed to hear that I've been reviewing a historical article tracing the development of tort law in the United States in the 19th century. The author has drawn upon some 1,200 cases to reach his conclusions. 1,200. I am asking that the Law Review perform a substantive site check to ascertain if the author's conclusions are correct. I shall expect to receive it by the end of the week.
I dreamed I was taken hunting by Gentile friends of the family. We were to shoot an elkhorn moose. I had the animal in my sights. And just as I was about to pull the trigger, I felt a tremendous affinity for the moose.
Is he okay?
He is such a sick little... Why doesn't he see a psychiatrist? Should hear those dreams.
Look, Belle, it doesn't take Freud to figure out the thematic common denominators in Soloway's dreams.
Yeah, lunacy.
Mel, think about it. Scenarios played out where he feels manipulated and in danger, followed by a crescendo where he sees himself totally out of control. There's a sense of humiliation, a sense of being ineffectual in the world around him. But I believe these visions of chaos are just a manifestation of his primary anxiety. Loneliness. He's lonely, Belle. He's scared. He feels worthless, unaccepted, and incompetent. Why don't you get him a date, Belle?
Can't give myself a date.
There's this girl that comes into Ernie's. She's always alone.
She's pretty?
She doesn't look so bad with makeup. It's all away. They'll be perfect.
I do not need to remind you that the standing of the law school is measured in large part by the accomplishments of the law review.
No, sir.
I do not need to remind you that a failure on your part is a failure for us all.
No, sir.
And I do not need to remind you that if the law review fails, if the issue does not meet the standards expected of us, the consequences will rest solely on your shoulders, Mr. Golden.
No, sir.
Then, if I don't need to remind you, perhaps you should give some thought as to why we are having this discussion.
You angry?
No. Should I be?
Look, we've never encountered this problem before, and I'd like to be open and above board about it.
Horace, have a nice time?
It really is a lot of fun.
I thought so, too.
Look, I don't want this to come between us.
There's no reason why it should.
Then why am I so consumed with guilt?
I don't know.
We just went to see a play. You were at law review. You were unavailable.
I understand. We're still friends. Don't worry about it.
Well, I do worry about it. Because, you see, the problem might be a little more complicated than you think.
Ah, she has an ulterior motive. She's interested in your money.
Well, besides that, see, I want to take her out again.
Golden, I was looking all over for you. They told me at the law review you were at Kingsfield's office.
Man, did I just get clobbered.
Are you all right?
No, I am not all right. You see what happens when I spend time away from the law review? All hell breaks loose. I knew that was going to happen to me.
Wait a minute. I've been sitting in your apartment all night waiting for you. Don't you think I have any feelings about this?
I can't think about that. I honestly can't think about that. God is punishing me for the fun we had last night.
What?
Look, I don't have it in me to console you because I wasn't there to have breakfast with you.
Well, you're right, Golden. You can't have a relationship. You don't know how.
Kathleen, I am on the verge of losing everything I've ever worked so hard for. I am not going to risk my position at the law review because your feelings are bent out of shape.
Is that how I rate, Golden? Screw you.
Hart? Hart?
I've got a thought, Golden. Don't make me lose it.
Hart, are you done?
Golden, I have to finish this by tonight.
Look, it's your fault. You tell me I'm leading some sort of abnormal life. You schlepped me to Ernie's. You introduced me to a woman, and now you can't take the time to listen to what I have to say?
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, talk.
Hart, do you remember telling me that I am a gentle, compassionate, vibrant person? Well, I don't think it's true.
I said buried somewhere deep within you, right?
Don't be mean.
I apologize. What is it, Golden?
I'll tell you. Maybe it's this place. I've been running and running and running, and all of a sudden, I'm in a situation where I'm forced to look at myself, and I don't like what I see, Hart.
You're being too hard on yourself, Golden. What horrible thing could you possibly have done?
Hart, do you understand what's going on here? Do you have any idea, any understanding what she wants from me? What women want from men?
It can get pretty confusing sometimes. I don't know. They want you to be strong, but not too strong. They want you to be vulnerable and sensitive. You can't be weak. What do women want from men? You got me, Golden.
Last year's Christmas party. Think it's still good?
Or why not?
Look at us, Hart. The top students in the most prestigious law school in the country. But when it's all done, don't you wonder if there'll be a little part of us that'll be missing? Great lawyers, but half-baked human beings. Women have said a lot of horrible things to me.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
What's the worst thing a woman has said to you?
Out of all the gut-wrenching goodbyes, I've always felt that what was left unsaid was the worst.
I want to call her, but I don't know if it's a good idea.
Why not?
It's this thing I have about dignity. I'm not sure I want to lose any more than I already have.
Do you care about her?
Yes, I do, Hart.
Call her. Get over here.
He's an ambitious man. That's exactly what you were looking for.
No, that's what you were looking for. I don't think you realize what that means, Iris.
Success. Money.
No, Iris. You don't realize what a price there is to pay when you're with someone who's so wrapped up in his work. I mean, would Golden be there for me if I really needed him? Or would he be off arguing a case somewhere? There's a price you pay no matter what. With an achiever like Golden, you probably will end up taking a backseat to his career. Big deal. Well, maybe that's something you can accept. I don't think I can. Be practical. We have to start making choices, smart ones. You can have a nice life with Golden. And Ford? Do you really believe you can have a nice life with him? Hell yes. I mean, Hart will be very successful, but Ford is old money. I can even bypass Nouveau Riche.
You hear about Harriman?
Not now, Ford.
You know the jock? Well, they decided to go skinny dipping. Poor Harriman just couldn't help herself. She had to race. So the jock winds up pulling a ligament in his shoulder, and he's out for the rest of the season. You want a sandwich?
No time. I've got to get this thing typed up.
You know, I gave a paper of mine to Iris. 2 hours on the word processor, and it came back virtually letter perfect. 150 pages. Why don't you ask her to do yours?
You had her do work for you?
She was delighted to do it. It's a wonderful quality about Iris, her willingness to please.
Oh, Ford.
What have I done to offend? I thought this little problem between us was all worked out.
I don't believe this. You're leading her on, Ford.
I don't think so. We've seen each other a bit. We've had some fun, but there's nothing serious. She knows that.
What if she doesn't know that? What if she thinks that whatever is going on between you is leading somewhere?
Then she would be wrong.
Ford, you're the one who told me that Iris wants to marry a lawyer.
Oh, I'm wasting her valuable time. Is that it?
She wants to marry a lawyer, Ford. You tell me, who's the duplicitous person here?
Belle is getting a little tight.
You're going to look terrific, Soloway.
You better have a good time.
I've seen her. She isn't very pretty.
Look, she's got a great personality, and you're going to like her a lot.
What should I talk about?
Tell her about yourself.
Yeah, talk about what a screwed-up guy you are.
Now leave him alone. Have a terrific time, Soloway. God, I feel like the mother.
I'm the father. I'm killing myself.
So what do you want to do tonight, Ford? The city's at our fingertips.
Well, really, I'd rather just talk.
You want to see a movie?
No. Iris, I think that if I let some things go by, I would be perpetrating a misunderstanding between us.
I have no misunderstandings, Ford. I hear there's a great coffee house that just opened up on Elm Street. You want to go? Live entertainment.
Iris. I don't want you to expect any more commitment than I am willing to give.
Hey, who's proposing?
You're a lovely girl, but I don't see us in a long-term relationship.
Well, thanks for your honesty.
This is not a particularly easy moment for either of us, I suppose.
Oh, don't look so sad, Ford. I'm going to be fine. It's not so bad wanting to marry someone who could make a nice life for me. You probably think I'm demeaning myself. But it's not true, Ford. It's because I value myself that I'm not going to end up with the kind of guys I grew up with. I want more than that.
Sorry I'm late.
I know, it's the law review.
You're angry.
A little.
Let's talk it out then. We can patch this up.
No, I'm gonna go back to school tomorrow. I think we should just say goodbye.
What are you talking about? Is this the end?
I don't want to always be fighting for time with you.
For God's sake, we're new at being together. Give us a chance. Don't throw away the relationship because of a few rough edges.
Golden, you'll try, but we'll both be disappointed.
I'll prove it to you. Next weekend, Kathleen, we'll take off. We'll go to the Cape. No, next weekend is no good. Okay, maybe the weekend after. It's just for now. The law school, the law review.
Later it'll be cases, and court appearances, and clients. You'll always be running, Golden, and you'll thrive on it. That's who you are.
I don't want to lose you, Kathleen.
Golden, you'd have to make time for me. You need a woman who won't demand that of you.
I'm going to miss you.
You're going to have a wonderful life, Golden. It just wouldn't have been right with us.
Yeah, good. Go, Patrick. Now, my lefty, where's the...
Pulling her hair out as it is now.
Right here. Hi, Glusky. Oh, Golden, thank God you're here.
We've got 2 slip opinions. My lefty handed in the most screwed up psychic I've ever seen. And Kingsfield wants... every time I turn around, Kingsfield wants.
Hart, you're falling prey to the monster of law school. Relax. There's a life outside the law review, Hart. Of course, if you don't take time to appreciate it, it'll slip by.
Golden, is everything okay?
Everything is just fine, Hart.